Follow me on Snapchat.
When I saw this video tag come about, I was like, this is awesome. I can't wait to see what everyone looked like in high school, and my case is really no different. I mean, it might be a little obvious. I mean, you guys probably have an idea in your head about what you think I looked like in high school, and there are 2 versions of this. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna show you about 10 images that are kind of crazy to look at, how I used to dress, my makeup, my hair, everything at the end with a little bit of commentary from me. The beginning of high school, I looked a little something like this. As you can see, the date on this is 2004. This is what I looked like, and then a little over a year later, I looked completely different. If you've ever watched the video about why I dropped out of high school, you kind of know what my style kind of transformed into. But if you don't, then you're in for a treat. One of the makeup pieces that I have here is actually from high school, and there's actually a funny little story that goes along with it that I think you guys will appreciate. So there was no such thing as a beauty blender when I was in high school, so we used these things. And I would typically, my parents wouldn't buy me makeup in high school. I could only get it for my birthday or Christmas or allowance, but making $5 a week for allowance didn't buy too much makeup for me. It was terrible, but I used to steal L'Oreal True Blend or True Match from Target. And that's what I would use. I, of course, don't have that, so I'm just gonna use another liquid foundation. I didn't use primer. I'd never heard of it. I didn't know that you were supposed to, oh, let me put that on silent. I did not know that you were supposed to dab like this, so this is kind of how I went about doing this. I also had no idea about putting lighter concealer under the eyes or anything like that. And this is perfect timing for this pimple right here because I definitely had tons of those in high school. So I'm just gonna smear this onto my face. No real technique here. And definitely not gonna blend it down my neck because I didn't know anything about that or how can you color match foundation when you're stealing it and not even trying it on? So then I would take the same sponge with the wet foundation on and I would put on some pressed powder. I don't know, it was probably the cheapest drugstore brand that I could find, and it would be like heavy powder. So I would just gonna smear this over what we've done here. I didn't know anything about dewy skin. Dewy skin was foreign to me. I just wanted to look flat and matte, and this is how we did it. Perfect. Then I think I did my eyebrows, and I actually have the same exact eyebrow pencil that I've had since I was about 16 or 17. I want to say this is a blonde. Yeah, so this is NYC. This is a blonde, like taupey eyebrow pencil, and how sharp it is right now is pretty much how I used to use it. And I did not only use this just on my eyebrows. I'll show you what else I used it on. But first we'll do our eyebrows. Oh boy, let me pull up a picture, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly how this went. Oh boy. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys that picture at the end. All right. So my eyebrows went through different phases, and at one point when I had darker color in my hair, I'd make my eyebrows even darker. So maybe I'll go in with a little bit darker of one for this, but yeah, we started them too far in here, and this was like a very sharp line. Oh yeah, this went very high. That arched up like so, and it was a little something like that. And I didn't know anything about cleaning up with concealer, so it was pretty much like one and done. You know what, this is a little too thick for how I did my eyebrows. We're gonna have to thin this out. My eyebrows were also much thinner because I plucked them very thin. So we're already working with more here, but these definitely went up right there. Which eyebrow phase to pick? I don't even know what eyebrow phase to pick right now. I'm like, we're all over the place. Maybe we'll do the more rounded version. They went through a phase where they were a little more rounded as well. They were pretty much never even because I never spent a whole lot of time on them because I didn't realize or understand the importance of eyebrows. So moving on to the eyeshadow, I have two of the eyeshadows that I actually used in high school, and these are them. So this one right here, really funny story. This is so old, oh my gosh. So this one right here, this is Kryolan Dry Rouge. So this is supposed to be like blush, I guess, but I was using it as eyeshadow. This, I bought this on eBay from someone named Amy, I think her name is Doan. She is the founder of Sugar Pill. She did not have Sugar Pill at the time, and I purchased this from her on eBay, and I kind of followed her after that because I wanted to continue buying this makeup, and I received it broken in the mail, and I was so young at the time I didn't realize that I'm supposed to email, wait for a response, and then rate. So I rated her like 1 or 2 stars for it coming broken in the mail, and then I emailed her, and she got annoyed with me and was like, I could probably still pull up the email. It was like, you know, I would have replaced it, but you already gave me a bad rating. So she never replaced it, and I was a little bitter about it, but this is the exact eyeshadow that she sent me about 11 years ago. I'm pretty sure I only had like flat brushes, like I didn't know anything about, like, you know, I had these guys. I didn't know anything about fluffy brushes or blending. I used to create a shape like that on my eye and not do a whole lot of blending. Blending wasn't really my thing. Oh yeah, that's about what it looked like. So just very slightly blend this out. Then I would take, sometimes I would do this shape with this. It was always this shape with either pink, black, this other pink. So to incorporate this, I'm just gonna do this on my lid. I would drag this down underneath here. It's about right. Yeah, and it doesn't even matter that our brush is this big because that's pretty much how I did it. Like Uncle Fester's sister over here. And that's not all. I would take a black that ended up actually looking more like a gray because it was such bad quality. And I don't know why I did this, but I would take the black and outline this shape like this. Oh, beautiful. What the fuck? I kind of feel a little bit like a butterfly. That's pretty much it for that. I would just take like the cheapest black eyeliner that I could find and just raccoon my eyes out. And there was a point at which I would pull this out like that. And I would create a wing with this, and not all the time, but sometimes. And I did not know about liquid liner. So I'm not really sure like if I just didn't know about it or when it came out, but I would create a wing with a pencil, which is like, oh yeah. I would then always take a matte white eyeshadow and place that right on my brow bone or wherever I could fit it after I put this thing there. This is pretty much proof that no matter how bad you are at makeup, you can always come back from that. You can always learn to do better. Just gonna apply this. I don't think I wore fake eyelashes until I was like in my early 20s. For blush, I always wore blush that was just like way too pink for my face. So I'm just gonna take this Pixie blush right here and just put that all over. And I also like did not place that where it should go. I had it all the way over here and stuff. So I'm just gonna throw it on here. I didn't know anything about contouring or highlighting in high school, so we're just not gonna go there. I used to always use my mom's Mary Kay blush. It was just like the pinkest one in there that I could find. I was all over that. That's just great. I also had a piercing. That was on this side. The scar is right there, so we'll just, I pierced that one myself. That's why it's placed like like actual Marilyn Monroe's mole, but a piercer would never put that in your smile line right there, ever. Also had 2 piercings here, 1 here. I also had my collarbone pierced when I was 17, but I won't worry about that. I would take extra foundation. I actually used to use cream foundation as well, but I used to put this right over my lips. Then I go back to that eyebrow pencil and use it as eyeliner, but just on the outside. I wouldn't fill it in. Oh no, 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 no. And I was overdrawing my lips like, I was like overdrawing my lips before overdrawing your lips was cool. Like straight up. I used to use MAC's Plexiglass lip gloss, the pink one, and just put that right over. This isn't actually MAC, but similar. Wow. There are a couple more things to complete this look. I'll be right back. And here's pretty much how I would have finished this look off. This is a wig. You can see my wig cap, duh. I had like hot pink and black in my hair, as I'll show you in a few pictures in a second, but I would always go to the dollar store and get those like plastic barrettes and just like place those in my hair, like typically on the sides or like a huge bow like that. And I wore a lot of plaid, and I shopped at thrift stores a lot. I would go in the little kid section and buy like T-Rex shirts and like anything that didn't fit, and then wore onesies out in public. I was a weird girl, still I'm a weird girl, but it comes out in different ways these days. So yeah, this is the look recreated. As promised, let's go through some of my high school pictures. So this first one here is the first time I ever colored my hair a crazy color. I don't even know what color this was. I know I tried to use Kool-Aid and dilute it with milk like a dumbass. That didn't work. It just smelled awful. We went from the picture you saw in the beginning to this a little over a year later. This next one, this is where I was struggling with eyebrows, because for photo shoots I would do them a little bit differently. This is just, look at that bowl ring in my nose. I tried to like recreate a portion of that and then 2 piercings here and then here, but I didn't come quite close because this nose ring is huge. It is crazy. And my poor hair is just so tired of being bleached, it just doesn't even know what to do anymore. It's like hanging on for dear life. So this is where I had the pink, the platinum hair, pink, and then black, and I would color it myself. And there's a plaid shirt that didn't fit. This was in the little kids section. I remember exactly where I bought this shirt with my mom. I think we were in Ashland, Oregon. Oh boy, this picture, yeah. Lots of piercings. I had 2 big hoops right here. I always wore tons of bracelets like that one that you see, rainbow. Like I would make them with ribbon and tie them on my wrist. And that was one of my favorite meals to make, is homemade mashed potatoes and corn. So there I am getting down on some of that. Oh boy, here the hair is just extra scenester. This is looking really good. That's my cousin and I looking hot. Well, that concludes how I did my makeup in high school and my little slideshow for you. Maybe I'll put these up on my blog in case you want to go back and take like a longer look at them, because they're just so beautiful and inspiring. I totally understand that and feel you. I'll link it below, don't worry. Thanks for watching, guys. I challenge you. You are challenged to recreate your high school looks. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye, guys.